The Ontario Federation of Anglers and Hunters proudly presents Angler and Hunter Television. Brought to you by Canadian Tire, Burris Optics, Mercury Marine, and Lund Boats, Yamaha ATVs, Browning Ammunition, Browning Firearms, Suffix Fishing Line, Rapala, Camillus Knives and Cuda Tools, Yukon Gear, Killer Instinct Crossbows, and Outfitter Financial.
For about 2 million years, humans have harvested meat as part of an omnivorous diet. Our ancestors thrived on hunting, and today, globally, we still take part in the tradition of hunting, not only for sustenance, but to support economies, manage wildlife populations, and feed those in need.
The need here is dire. People are very desperate, and you will be heartbroken when you see children.
Today, we're going to the place it all started 2 million years ago, Africa. I recently connected with Stu Huggins. He's a passionate hunter, father, and fellow Canadian. Stu invited me to visit Africa and experience how hunting there is making a difference and changing people's lives for the better.
I always tell people that if they had the choice of traveling to one place in their lifetime, that they should pick Africa. It's such a magical, wild place, and you will not regret it.
He works with an organization called Hunt South Africa, which not only provides an incredible South African hunting experience, but also provides food, funding, and education to thousands of children and their families in the cities and townships nearby.
I'm now working as a Canadian partner for Hunt SA, working to help get more people to come and experience this for themselves.
The head of Hunt South Africa is Rufus Lutig. He's passionate about his organization, and the story of how Hunt SA makes a difference is a real eye-opener.
One of the biggest problems in South Africa, and actually the whole of Africa, there are no jobs for people. So you will find poor people in this country. And it's not that they are lazy or they don't want to work. There is just no jobs. And you know, some of those people, it will be the only protein that they will eat is the meat that comes from the hunters and been donated to them.
As we try to get on with our soup kitchens and that, we don't get meat from, not even bones from the butchers.
Being able to bring my daughter to Africa is going to be a life-changing experience for both of us. We're joined by Shani Poulin of Burris Optics, and it's her first time hunting South Africa as well. Our hopes are to track down some plains game, and hopefully harvest a blazebuck, a gemsbuck, and a sable.
What does the OFAH do? Since 1928, the OFAH has been the voice of anglers and hunters in Ontario. Its members raise funds and work in communities to support the traditions of fishing, hunting, and trapping. Let's take a look at how the OFAH is making a difference.
Hi, I'm August Miller. I'm interviewing Tim Watts from the OFAH, and he's the NASP coordinator for Ontario. So what does NASP stand for?
So NASP actually stands for the National Archery in the Schools program.
So what grade can kids start to participate?
So the NASP program is designed for students from grade 4 to grade 12. Although schools that want to have archery for younger grades are welcome to do so, but the NASP program is designed for grade 4 to 12.
So are bows safe to shoot at school?
So actually archery is one of the safest sports that's out there, simply because of the structure and the training that we provide the school teachers, so the teachers can safely train the kids during gym class. To date, over 18 million kids worldwide have shot a bow in their gym class with the NASP program, and there has not been one single recorded accident.
So how can kids find out more information about NASP?
So if schools want to bring NASP to their phys ed class, it's very simple. Just go on the OFAH website. The NASP information is there. Quite simply, ofah.org/NASP. And there it'll have my contact information, and I'll answer you within the same day you email me.
It's never been more important for youth to get involved and support Ontario's fish and wildlife, carrying on the tradition of fishing, hunting, and trapping through conservation.
This portion of Angler and Hunter Television is brought to you by Yamaha ATVs.
In Africa, revenue raised from the sale of hunting licenses plays a vital role in anti-poaching patrols, preserving uncultivated land, and introducing protective measures such as the dehorning of rhinos to discourage poachers. As we drove the plains scanning for herds of sable and gemsbuck,
Zebras. I love it. I love it.
the sight of it all was almost overwhelming. Zebra, impala, ostrich, and even giraffe dot the landscape, which truly seems to be endless, which is for the most part the perception many of us North Americans have of Africa. Vast tracts of territory of an ownerless landscape with endless wilds. Nothing could be further from the truth. The reality is, every piece of land is occupied and used for farming corn and beans or raising cattle and sheep. These ranches make up large parts of the agricultural industry in Africa, and without managing wildlife populations, the rural communities and farmers would simply dispatch all of the cow-killing and community-threatening lions, leopards, and crop-trampling elephants and herds of antelope in their local areas.
We all need to make a living in some way. And for anybody to expect to be in Africa just among wild animals and you live wild, life doesn't work that way anymore. So we have to have an economy, and a farming economy also which includes hunting, that people can make a living, and people, their style of living could be higher than what they are at the moment, because poverty is so big in this country.
Thanks to outfitters like Rufus, people from all over the world can experience hunting in South Africa and make a difference.
It's not just shooting an animal. We want an adventure. We want a story that somebody can take back to Canada. And that's what we give them. So the hunt is not easy. The hunt is hard. It's wild animals. The animals has a fair chance. We have animals in abundance here. And that's why we hunt like that.
Oh, look at the horns on that critter.
Big horns on him. Look at that. And he's dead. And you shot him well. It's perfect. Good job. Well done.
Look at this front hoof.
I see that. Yeah.
Oh, really? He bites his nails.
Many hunters would love to have horns like this on their wall.
Is there a number that...
Not really. It won't that we measure by inches.
There's 17 the same.
And this is over 16 inches, which make it way in the book.
Oh, wow.
So yes, it's an adventure. It's not just hunting. I want people to go back to Canada with memories of a lifetime.
Here, did you get it?
This portion of Angler and Hunter Television is brought to you by Minn Kota and Humminbird.
August has become pretty good with her Killer Instinct crossbow,
That's close.
That went through, I think.
and Rufus challenged her to try and get within bow range of a magnificent sable. Once the trackers located a bull that was on its own, It was a mad stalk through brush, rocks, and irrigation canals to try and get her close enough.
Got a couple of thorns in my leg. Just a couple. Where's he going? Psst. Matt. Okay. Are you on him?
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? Take the shot, eh?
Being able to quickly judge distance with the Burris Oracle X rangefinding scope gave August the opportunity to take her shot.
Yes! Good hit! You got it! You got it! Good thing. You gotta go down. You got him! You got it! You got it! Great! Yes! Good hit! See, he's down. He's down there. We're gonna wait just for a minute to see, and then I'll call the truck to come in, and that we go and pick it up.
Okay.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's go. Come.
Okay.
Look those horns, eh?
It's a lot bigger.
Goodness.
It's a lot bigger from here. Here, wait
Yeah.
here. Let him go. Let him go. Make sure.
He's chubby.
They can be dangerous.
Your arrow's, it got your arrow out.
Oh, there's your hole.
You see? Look at the blood.
Look there. You see it?
Yeah.
Good job.
I told you, huh?
Well done.
I told you, kiddo. See?
Yeah.
Well done.
He must have got the arrow out. Look right here.
Look there.
Yeah.
What a big hole. It must have bled.
See the blood here?
Yeah.
August, you did a great job. Just look at beautiful horns. They're about 35, 36, 37 inches. And you see, you can count these markings on them. And also the face. Just look at the markings on the face. And that's why we call this animal the aristocrat of Africa.
That's pretty awesome. Look at this.
Yes, but just look at these horns. They're so
24.
beautiful.
Oh, you counted?
Yep, there's 24.
You've already counted?
Yeah.
Cool. 24 of them. Wow.
And the tenderloin out of this.
Yes, we're going to have it. We're going to barbecue it, the real African style. We call it a braai in Africa.
Got that?
And we'll have that tenderloin.
Right.
And also then the meat will go to the orphans and the poor people.
Amazing.
Right.
Yes.
We get in to get a nice picture of you with this, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Can I get in the picture with you?
Yeah.
Good.
Wow, awesome.
Right.
Thanks, Rufus. What an overwhelming experience. The guides, the trackers, and the whole team converged to celebrate this animal. A surreal feeling for sure. And it was with amazing efficiency how quickly this bull was loaded and brought back to the ranch for processing. During our scouting trip for the sable, we did spot a small herd of gemsbok traveling in an open grassland. And with August sable off the list, Rufus suggested we circle back and try and take one. Once we located the herd, Rufus made the call to stop, so he and I, with my Browning X-Bolt 270, could put a stock on them, hoping I could get a shot. These animals never panic, and we're making it real difficult for us to get in position to make a shot.
Okay, take your shot. Good
Wow,
job.
that was fast.
Good job. You're a quick shooter.
Yeah, well, it's a lot. You can't. I don't mess around.
You just had 10 seconds. You only had 10 seconds, and as you wanted to take off, you hit it. Okay, guys, you can come. Phew. Got him. Well done. Look at that animal. Great job, sir. Wow, and what a shot you made. What a beautiful animal. What do you think of it, August?
It's big.
Wow. It's a big animal, isn't it?
Feel these, August?
Yeah, just...
It's not like a deer antler.
No.
There's 20
And you feel how
right
sharp is it? This animal can kill a lion.
Really?
Yes, with those horns. And they use them like a sword fighter. And it's really, but it's also an exceptional animal that you shot. A big bull with a big mass on him. You can just see how thick it is at the bases. And that's not very common to shoot an animal like this.
That's beautiful.
What an amazing animal. Trusting your optics and having an accurate rifle really makes all the difference. And this was everything I could have hoped for in an African hunt.
The Hunting Edge is brought to you by Browning Ammunition.
To To get the edge in Africa, we relied on a variety of burris optics to spot game and make clean, effective shots. August used a Killer Instinct Fierce 405 crossbow, fitted with a Burris Oracle X range-finding scope to take down her sable. Shani and I used my Browning X-Bolt 270 WSM with a Browning 134 BXR cartridge to take down our animals. Yukon gear kept us concealed and comfortable, and of course, a Camillus knife made for easy dressing and processing of our game. We were now done the hunting portion of our trip and on our way into the city to share our bounty with hundreds of local impoverished children and their families.
Mike, would you grab the other side? And you just put it down here. Okay. Lawrence, we brought you some meat.
Okay.
For today. You can perhaps tell us what you use the meat for.
Thank you, Rufus. We basically do soup kitchen. And for the people that we serve, there are so many. It's 400, sometimes 500, but not less than 400.
Rufus makes sure all of the meat is donated to local villages, where volunteers from local churches prepare vats of nutritious stew and maize.
This is not the first time that we are getting this from Rufus. I can't even remember. That's how many times he helps us.
It's not all just about hunting, because for us where we are, it's about the hunting brings relief to the poverty of South Africa.
This is a highlight for the township folk, and they celebrate knowing they'll be able to enjoy a hot, hearty meal. But sadly, it's also one of the only meals they'll get for several more days.
Being able to hunt some of these amazing animals and then literally taking the meat that you've hunted with your own hands and taking it to these orphanages and soup kitchens and helping distribute it to kids and people who may not have eaten for days, and seeing the hope on their faces is something that I believe everybody needs to experience at least once.
Helping feed the needy is only part of how Hunt South Africa is making a difference.
Children in Canada have hope. They see a future. Children here in the poverty don't see a future.
Through an amazing sponsorship program, hunters also help fund orphanages and the opportunity for kids from these communities to attend private schools where they learn modern life skills, participate in sports like the National Archery in the Schools program, and ultimately have a chance to go to college and become professionals or even leaders that can give back and help make a difference in their world.
The school is amazing. It started at the year 2002, so the school is turning 20 years this year. My favorite sport here is archery because it tests your aiming and all that stuff, and you get medals and trophies for all of that.
The standard is so good that all of our students that have gone on to universities or to tertiary education that have been in the school, they are in the top 15% in their faculties, and that was different universities. So the sponsorships we get are extremely important. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to do that.
Also, when you look at the values of our school, it really focuses on things that other schools don't focus on at all, which is making sure that students get the one-on-one attention that they need, and they won't just slip through the cracks, I would say.
You need to remember, it's not only just an education at some school, but also bring in the morals and values to change people, that one day when those kids are adults, that they can have a good lifestyle and take care of their spouses and their children.
The program Rufus and his team have set up is one that brings hope and can change lives for the better. Perhaps this is something hunters and outdoor enthusiasts from Canada and North America can incorporate, sharing our bounty and giving hope to the less fortunate in our own communities.
Closed captioning of Angler and Hunter Television is brought to you in part by Ontario Out of Doors Magazine. Angler and Hunter Television has been brought to you by Canadian Tire, Mercury Marine, and Lund Boats, Yamaha ATVs, Browning Firearms and Ammunition, Suffix Fishing Line, Rapala, Camillus Knives and Cuda Tools, Yukon Gear, Killer Instinct Crossbows, and Outfitter Financial. For more information on the products used in this episode of Angler and Hunter Television, visit AHTV.com. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Remember, conserve and protect our great outdoors.